Hey guys, and welcome to what is a legendary land battle. I'm a Rubber Duck of War, but today we're going to be looking at Lenormand's forces of Tzeentch as they take on a rather beautiful Kislev build, which I'm a massive fan of. So without further ado, let's get this battle underway. And for the front line of Tzeentch, it is going to be Forsaken dotted all the way along. Oh, nice little battle speech coming in by our Herald of Tzeentch there, who's getting nice and pumped up. But yeah, load of Forsaken dotted all the way through the front line. So I'm going to be very scary at chewing through low-tier Kislev infantry. Certainly will struggle up against Zargard and other more elite troops, however. We have triple Flamer in the center now. Flamers of Tzeentch are disgustingly scary, and a lot of people have been calling them OP. I certainly don't think so. They do a bucket ton of damage, and boy oh boy, are they squishy as hell. They will die if you sneeze on them slightly, like you catch their wrist with a bit of sneeze, they will die. So they're very useful unit, but pretty tricky to use in general. We do have a double Spawn of Tzeentch in the back, protecting double Blue Horrors, and a nice little air squad as well. We have triple Chaos Furies, of course, coming up against Kislev. Not really worried about them contesting the air game against you, so you simply need to use these bad boys to harass the enemy back line, though Kislev, their range units tend to know how to fight back. We have a Herald of Tzeentch. This chunky little bird is going to be a Lordcaster of Metal today, coming in with Searing Doom, Plague Rust, as well as Final Transmutation. A pretty decent toolkit all round. And look at him, he's just so happy to be a little duck on the battlefield, surfing on his glorious disc. Across the battlefield on what is a rather beautiful day and a lovely map, this definitely must be in Cathay here, we have the forces of Kislev marching to aid their Cathay alliance. The Age of Men is not over just yet, they scream as they ride towards the demon hordes. Double light war sleds on the right-hand flank with a Patriarch in support, looking to buff them up where possible. Main battle line is Armored Corsairs, backed up here by Zargard, and this is a bucket ton of Zargard. Look how many there are. Looks like they're all the basic variety, so no great weapons today, which makes sense up against Tzeentch, not known for their armor, but the Forsaken, you know, it would be nice to have some great weapons to really drag them down. However, I'm a big fan of the Zargard rush style of play we're seeing from Kislev. It's certainly something new and different that we haven't seen too much before yet. We have Catherine as well, the awesome Ice Queen, and she is snowboarding into action. She has some awesome and hilarious animations here as she floats around using ice to get around the battlefield. A queen is too noble to touch the ground walked upon by the peasantry. She is coming in with the Frost Fang ability, the Ice Maiden's Kiss, and of course Heart of Winter, a very powerful spell, one of the most powerful in the game, but boy oh boy do you have to pay for it with that 24 Winds of Magic. So without further ado, let's get this battle underway. The Flamers are going to be crucial. They need to be protected from the light war sleds, and the Spawn can certainly do that job. Zargard get their asses lit on fire. Look at the damage coming through by the Flamers, really ripping into the enemy as the Armored Corsairs shall duke out with the Forsaken in the front line. However, the Flamers have been jumped. Catherine has moved to the back line. She's scared of no demon or man. Slicing and dicing them up. There's going to be a load of Furies though to support as the Zargard, her loyal guard, attempt to push up and help protect her. It looks like the nasty Blue Horrors are about to receive a bit of a nasty present, although it doesn't do that much damage, more nuking their shields, and Zargard are getting obliterated in the front line. However, Zargard on the left are surrounding and dragging down Forsaken in glorious hand-to-hand combat. You can see pistols fired point-blank range into the enemy. Flamers dousing the Zargard with holy flames, though their skin is being singed to their armor, and that's going to be a rather nasty smell. Zargard doing decent on the right-hand flank. Light war sleds have to get involved. They need to whip around the flanks, try to juke the Spawn, and shut down the Flamers because they're causing quite a lot of carnage. We do have Armored Corsairs in the back still firing. Other units are really struggling up against the might of the Forsaken, and the little chunky bird is flying away, up to no good, and ready to drop a nasty Final Transmutation on these war sleds, which is certainly something I think is a fantastic idea. I love the Spawn of Tzeentch being used as kind of mass blockers to stop chariots getting on top of Flamers, and even if they do get on top of them, they take significant damage here. Their armor's being sundered, and even the Patriarch is getting a little bit low. It does look like they will be able to finish off the Flamers of Tzeentch, but the Spawn of Tzeentch doing a fantastic job, really cost-effective trades going down in the middle here. Flamers are coming in doing some nice damage to Catherine. It looks like a Hard Winter went down and finished off a couple of units, but is now, you know, just kind of there, just vibing. I mean, Katarina can now drag the Herald of Tzeentch into it, at least slow him down and give her a little bit of protection. Some Flamers are still alive. More Zargard are on the approach, though. And it looks like the Armored Corsairs are whipping some shots in. Looking like a pretty dominant performance so far by Tzeentch. But saying that, the right-hand flank is all Kislev right now. The Light War Sleds are doing a fantastic job, and the Zargard have been able to cut a bloody path through to the Flamers and decapitate them where they stand. Patriarch on his bed needs to go over here and support his lady up against the Herald of Tzeentch. Can do some some nice damage and maybe get a heal or two off. Some of the flamers are still active and burst damaging down on top of Catherine, though there are light war sleds on the approach, and Zargod raise their shields high, but lads, I don't think your shields are going to be enough to stop the fire of Tzeentch, and they do. A charge is just being ripped from their mouths there as they're like, for Gondor, and Kislev is one, and push forward to try to drown down the flamers in their blades and fury. Light war sleds are pushing off after them as well. Looks like Catherine may be saved here. This could be pretty crucial. She is starting to waver pretty bad. It looks like the battle hymn goes down on her, and the Patriarch is attempting to support where possible. We also have the armored corsairs surrounding her. But if she breaks, that'd be a bit of a disaster, I think, for Kislev, who found themselves in a relatively contested position in the endgame. Forsaken getting dragged down by Zargod, likewise are the spawn of Tzeentch, and the Loyal Guard Rush has done a pretty decent job. Unfortunately, Catherine does break here, and this is a bit of a disaster. This will allow the Herald to easily hunt her down and drive her off the battlefield. Light war sleds are doing a decent job just attempting to push through onto these flamers, but once again, beautiful play by the Tzeentch player coming in with the spawn. They've been such good mass blockers in general, but the Patriarch does manage to wiggle his way to freedom, move around the flanks, and start devouring flamers left, right, and center. The spawn not having it, though, are going to be pushing back pretty aggressively, and the Patriarch now finds himself a little bit isolated and alone. Definitely wants to fight amongst all his other Zargard troops where he can support them. Forsaken are starting to be dragged down here. The light war sleds are going to be hunting down the flamers. You can run, but you cannot hide from the wrath of Catherine. Despite the fact she may be gone from the battlefield, her willpower remains. Patriarch trying his little best alongside his war sleds. Buffing and healing them could be pretty crucial right now. But it looks like we're going to get a really nasty final transmutation. And this is, I've seen the Herald of Tzeentch metal brought kind of like, I don't know, maybe 8 times out of 10 recently in Tzeentch land battles and free-for-alls. He is so cost-effective and powerful, being a fast, mobile, almost unsnipable lord in certain matchups such as this one where there's no air pressure on him, and you just guarantee some juicy final transmutations. They do so much work, and the Zargard and Patriarch will be suffering there. The Lullaby does go down, healing the troops, which is certainly something Kislev needs right now. They need a bit of love and tender care. And of course, Corsairs are shooting in. Zargard are on the approach back, but it's becoming a very close game now. I don't know if Tzeentch has enough to actually hold on here. The Flamers are being forced back. It looks like so are the Forsaken. And just the spawn left and the Chonky Birdo. And he won't have enough to drag down all this infantry, I don't think. Now, the light war sleds are falling back, doing some decent cycle charging. Might as well use up that ammunition here and just whip shots into the spawn, as the Patriarch is barely clinging on to life, but he is just about doing it. Zargard with the Tools battle him upon them. Extra 40 melee attack should be carving through the spawn of Tzeentch rather well. Now, the Kislev forces are moving all in onto the Herald here, who's getting really ripped up, and the army losses is getting close. Needs to be careful a little bit here, though. Tzeentch do have final transmutations and other battlefield abilities, which could cause problems if you blob up on them like this. It's probably best leaving some armored Corsairs just kind of wide alongside with the Zargard. Maybe I should go light war sleds for a bit of protection, just in case there is any kind of witchery and trickery. Spawn of Tzeentch do start to be going down here. It looks like they're being carved up by the Zargard relatively effectively, though they've been fighting for a long time, and there they go. It is one man versus the world. Apparently there's 30 troops left. I don't see them. Oh, they're just running away. It looks like we are going to be getting that big battlefield ability coming in, as the reign of terror of this Herald shall it be stopped here. The Kislev player decides to stand and tank it. I don't think he could have got away, to be honest, in time. It does come down relatively quick there. And holy cow, the damage! My god, who's going to break first? Your body or your souls? And it's so close here that Herald is nearly disintegrating. He is taking massive damage here. But likewise, a final transmutation on top of it as well. And these units are just shattering. They're desperately trying to hold on, and also the bounce power switches massively. You can see the light war sleds also receiving the wrath of this Herald. My god, that is bonkers. Look at the dead. Look at the amount of bodies on the ground, just watering the ground with the blood of friend and foe. Should hopefully allow this trees to flourish, but it looks like Tzeentch might still go down here. The Zargard are fighting strong. Light war sleds also clattering in. It is just the one man fighting for his life right now. There's a few broken units running around the battlefield. So the light war sleds may be enough to finish off the Herald, down to 645 HP. Big fat Siren Doom comes in though, and I feel like the heart of Kislev broke. I could hear it physically pop and break. The Herald's even wavering at the end, so close to going down, and he wouldn't have survived long. He was very low HP, so if his leadership broke, of course, he would have started to deteriorate rather quickly there. But an absolutely insane game by Tzeentch. I've seen that ability win multiple games now. It is very powerful. You have to save up a lot for it, But holy crap, what an ending. That game was, that might be the best ending to a game I've seen yet on Warhammer 3. That was some wild stuff. 3,393 gold value and 66 kills. I'm telling you, the little duckling is so powerful on his disc. In matchups where there isn't, you know, hard-hitting flyers, you can catch him. And even there, with good micro, it is possible to make him work. Spawner Tzeentch, 920 and 960 gold value on them. Forsaken, 1,000 value, 780, 960 and 460 value. And the Flamers did a decent job. A bit of a mixed bag across the board though. 1,000 gold value, 720 and 366. Pretty good stuff indeed. I don't think anything too crazy apart from that. 560 from Catherine's nice. 630 on the Patriarch, 1.3, 700, 600 and 1.2 came the Zargard. Again, a bit of a mixed bag there for the infantry of Kislev. And the War Slodes, 1k, 1.3, and 580. Certainly the best units, in my humble duck opinion, on the Kislev roster. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was an awesome cast. Massive shout out to Lenorm for sending this one in. You may also know him as the Sulphur-Crested Cockatoo. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And comment down below what you thought of the battle. Yell, quack at me, leave a funny comment, or just generally scream at what faction you'd like to see next, and I will make it happen for you guys. There's a load of links as well, Twitch, Patreon, Discord, and all that good stuff in the description down below. Discord's where you can submit replays to the channel to be cast, just like Lenorm did here today. And yeah, feel free to subscribe as well on our road to 10k. We're getting close, lads. We're getting very close. I think we've only got like 400 more subscribers to go or something. So I'm probably going to do a special tournament or something to celebrate that. Maybe where we give 10k funds to armies, and then we'll have it where chat gets to vote on which army they thought was best, and that gives them a point. If you win the battle, you get a point, and I vote on who I thought was the more daring and bold commander, and you get a point there, and whoever gets the most points maybe continues on like a King of the Hill system or something like that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Until next time, peace, peace, and as always, stay awesome.